Hi, I'm Eric Riesen, the senior pastor of Trinity Lutheran Church. On Ash Wednesday, like millions of other Christians, we gathered at Trinity, received Holy Communion, and were marked with ashes and the sign of the cross. At about the same time as our early service, a young man in Florida walked into a high school and murdered 17 people. One photographer captured a poignant photo, a woman in tears outside of the school, and on her forehead there were clearly marked the sign of the cross. How do we react to such horrific events? How do we as people of faith respond? There are those who immediately point fingers at others, trying to find someone to blame, to wrap their minds around the unthinkable. For me, the more I think about these things, the more incomprehensible it is. I can't wrap my mind around a person walking into a high school and murdering 17 people. Nor can I wrap my mind around the shooting in Texas, or the mass murder at that concert in Las Vegas, or Sandy Hook, or Columbine, or, well, the list keeps growing. We have to ask, what's wrong with us? Now, I don't have any easy answers, and I'm certainly not going to point my fingers at others in the posture of self-righteousness. What I will say, however, is that these events are intrinsically evil. By that I mean they are evil by nature. There are eternal principles, if you will, of truth and beauty and goodness, which are intrinsically right, intrinsically good. Then there are those which aren't, things that are by nature evil. And it doesn't matter if you're religious or non-religious, if you're a Christian or if you're Jewish or Muslim or Buddhist or agnostic or an atheist. Deep in our hearts, we all know some things are by nature intrinsically good or intrinsically evil. These things do not pass with time. They don't depend upon a religious preference or certain moral sensitivities. They always have been, they always will be good or evil. The young man who committed this heinous act deserves our prayers. He experienced in his life much loss and hardship. He was obviously unbalanced and disturbed. All that's true, but it's also true that what he did was intrinsically evil. To everyone's anguish, somehow this young man missed this message. I'm afraid that many in our culture are missing that message. Charles Chaput, the Archbishop of the Diocese of Philadelphia, recently wrote of the prevalence of, I quote, a perverse individualism in our society, in which, he says, each person forges the meaning of life for himself. Now, unfortunately, many lose their way forging through the wilderness of life, looking for meaning and truth and love, that which is intrinsically good. On Ash Wednesday, one lost young man murdered 17 innocent people. Well, what shall we do? How do we respond? If we point our finger at someone, let's point our finger to Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ came to seek and to save the lost. At Trinity Lutheran Church, that's what we want to do. We want to point you and all people to the truth, the goodness, and the beauty that are intrinsically in Jesus Christ. If you're in the Ashland area, we invite you to worship with us. God bless you. Pray for those families who have lost loved ones, and I hope to see you in church.